Hi guys and welcome, and today we have a short review of a very great power bank, and that's the reason why this is special reason why I'm making that review. It's called Aukey Power Bank, and the capacity model PB-WL01, 37 watt hour, 10,000 milliampere hour. And what is the most important? There's always a problem how to choose the right power bank, which will be the best for you. And the thing is that there are a lot of power banks, from the cheapest one, which support only 5 volts, 2.4 amperes, standard voltage on USB port, and you can have that with USB Type-C in, micro USB in, and USB-A out. You can have with USB-C in and USB-A out, or with a model with micro USB in, USB-A out, or a model with two ports for in, which is USB Type-C and micro USB, and USB Type-A for output. Then you have models also with a quick charge, which is a Qualcomm technology, but the Qualcomm is not the newest technology, and it's supported only by older phones, like for example Samsung S8. So that's a quick charge, Qualcomm quick charge. Samsung S8, Sony Xperia, and Samsung S10, but it's not supported by Chinese companies which use super dark technology or VOC. Next thing is that there are also power banks which supports power delivery, and this is the best part, because power delivery is supported only on USB Type-C. So we need USB Type-C out to have a power delivery on the output, and USB Type-C in to have a power delivery on the input. And usually this is one port for in and out in power delivery technology. And the power delivery is used in the most phones, like iPhone, like new Samsung phones, S20, S21, S22, S23, and the newest, which will be launched, S24. So you have a lot of in iPhone, from iPhone 10, iPhone X, and you can choose. The problem is that which one you should choose, because you have also power banks with a wireless charging technology, where you charge your power bank by a cable, but you can charge your phone wirelessly. So, and this is the problem, because I've had 6 power banks, and I use the first one, the second one, shorter, longer, and try it in many places, but after some time each power bank dies, because there's lithium-ion battery inside, so this battery will die after some time. So you need to choose correctly. The problem is that in most standard shops, the standard stores, you can only buy some standard power banks. For example, in a Lidl, power banks are not available all the time. I've told them that they should have that all the time, but they don't have. The thing is that if you even can buy power bank at Lidl, usually it will be 10,000 or 5,000 milliampere per hour with 5 volt, 2.4 ampere in and out, and that's all. No wireless charging, no power delivery. The thing is, if you have a device which is charged by USB, and this device doesn't support, for example, quick charge, and you will use a quick charge charger, then the charger will charge your device slower than standard 5 volts 2 ampere mode, in that mode. The problem with power delivery is that if you connect power delivery charger with USB Type-C to a device which doesn't support power delivery, it will be not charged at all. So you need a power delivery charger, and you need a standard USB charger to charge some device which is not power delivery friendly. For example, the biggest example, I use mirrorless camera Sony ZV-E1, which supports charging in power delivery mode, and it supports also charging in standard mode. So I can use a power delivery charger, or a standard charger, or a external charger for a battery FZ100. It doesn't matter. But for my older Asian cam, Sony Asian cam. I have few of them, but even the newest FDR X3000 supports charging via micro USB port, and micro USB doesn't support power delivery. Micro USB supports standard USB charging, 5 volts 2.4 ampere, and it can also support quick charge, but not always. And what happens if you connect this camera to a power delivery charger using special USB Type-C from a USB side, from USB Type-C to micro USB cable? It will not charge at all. It doesn't support that charger. So you need a standard USB charger with 5 volts 2.4 amperes to charge Sony Asian cam, or take out the battery from Sony Asian cam, which is NPBX1, to a standard charger to charge it. So this is very important. This special cable, USB Type-C to micro USB, you can use for a data transmission from a computer, and then your camera will be charged. But I wanted to talk about the power bank. What is supported here? We will read on the back. USB input, USB Type-C in, power delivery, 5 volts 3 amperes, 9 volts 2 amperes, maximum 18 watts power delivery. Output, USB Type A, 18 volts quick charge 3, 5 volts 2.4 ampere, 9 volts 2 ampere, 12 volts 1.5 ampere. But there is also USB Type-C output, 18 watts power delivery, 5 volts 3 amperes, 9 volts 2 amperes, and 12 volts 1.5 ampere. So you can charge your phone with a power delivery. This power bank can be charged using this power delivery, and it can charge also other device using internal battery using power delivery protocol. But it also supports wireless charging. Fast wireless charging, 10 watts, 7.5 watts, and 5 watts. Total out 18 watts. Made in China. So because my 6 power banks died, I've decided to buy 2 new power banks with a wireless charging, with a power delivery in, power delivery out. I only wanted 4 things in my power bank. I needed 10,000 milliampere per hour, because there's a restriction that you can take only up to 24,000 milliampere hour power banks with you to an aircraft. So I've taken standard 10,000 milliampere per hour. Then I needed USB Type-C for in and out. Here we have USB Type-A for out and USB Type-C for in and out. So I've needed USB Type-C for in and out. I needed power delivery support on in and out. This is the third thing I need. And the fourth thing is wireless charging. Why? Because when I went on a sunset heatwave boat, I put my phone to a pocket. Yeah. In my trousers, and the thing is that the USB socket was up, not down. Usually when you go to some place where there can be a lot of water, which is really wet, you should put your device with a port down in the pocket. But I don't put it, don't put some rubbish, some sand to a USB Type-C port, so I put it up. And there was a lot of water from on us. It was a very big party. There was water, it was champagne, there was a beer, some alcohol. It was whole dirty and sticky. And there's a little of water goes inside my phone USB Type-C port. The thing is, the greatest thing of my phone, of Samsung S23, is that this phone is water resistant. It's a drop resistance. That's IP68 standard. That the phone is water resistant. Of course, not for swimming in the sea, but it is resistant just to when you drop it in the water or raining and there's water in the USB Type-C port, so the phone will not die. And it didn't die, but there was information on a screen that the water has been detected in the USB Type-C port. Remember to dry your phone before you will be charging it, before charging, and it can take up to a few hours. Of course, I've put a paper towel. I've put paper towel on my phone, and I've cleaned the USB Type-C port. And after 30 minutes of putting it just at home, like on my desk, everything was okay. And after a half hour, I could connect the table and to charge it. But I've decided that my new power bank and my new I will buy a wireless charger for my phone instead of standard charger, and that I will. On my new power bank there will be wireless charger. Why? Because even when there's water in your USB Type-C port, it's always possible to charge your phone wirelessly even with water in that port. So I decided that I need something to charge my phone in this type of situation, because this is what I've learned on the last trip. So this is the new knowledge I've got from there. That is very important to have a good power bank with a wireless charging, because the wireless charging sometimes can really help you. New knowledge. And yesterday I received the power bank. It's already charged, and I've already tried how it works. So I'm very happy about it.